Hi, A3. We are going to be using our science packet. We're talking about animals that God made. God is such a good God. He is the God of order. He is the great creator, and He created all things. Remember last week we were talking about fish and how God made the fish? And how does a fish use its gills? Yeah, he uses the gills to breathe. That was all part of God's plan. And so we talked about the parts of the animals, that God gave each animal the parts it needs, and that God designed each animal to survive and grow. We talked about fish and birds. We talked about mammals. And today we're talking about life cycles. So we're going to talk about the robin's life cycle is where we'll start today. A robin's life cycle. Some animals lay eggs. Some animals give birth to live babies. All the steps of the life of an animal are called a life cycle. Most animals have a simple life cycle. Their life cycle has 3 steps: echo, eggs, young, and adult. So let's start with the eggs. Eggs. A mother robin builds her nest. She lays 3 to 5 eggs. She sits on her eggs to keep them warm. Young. A robin's young are called chicks. That's right. The parents feed the chicks fruit and worms. The young will grow feathers and learn to fly. And then we have the adult stage. Adult. The young will grow and change. An adult can find its own food. An adult will continue the life cycle. So what were the 3 steps in the robin's life cycle? Good. Eggs, young, and adult. Parents and their offspring. Many offsprings babies need care. Parents build shelters to keep them safe. Parents keep their offspring warm. Offspring cry or make a cheeping sound. Some of you have little baby brothers or sisters, and you know how hard your parents work to take care of those little babies. Your parents work hard to take care of you too, right? Parents know to take offspring food. Parents move their babies to keep them safe. They carry offspring in different ways. Some offspring do not need care after birth. Look at this baby sea turtle here. Baby sea turtles know how to find their food. So off he goes. How parents and offspring are alike. God said each animal will make the same kind of animal. The offspring will be the same kind as its parents. So a dog, it's going to have puppies, right? A dog doesn't give birth and have snakes, right? A dog does not have kittens. The puppy and the parents are alike. That was God's plan, right? The puppy has the same parts as its parents. What does God say about an animal offspring? Right. The offspring will be the same kind as its parents. Good job. How parents and offspring are different. Offspring and their parents can be different. A baby is not exactly like its parents. The offspring is smaller than its parents. A baby can be a different color than its parents. A baby may have different spots than its parents. I remember when I was a little girl and we got to pick out our dog. It was a little puppy, and I remember going and looking at the litter, and our dog, we picked her out because she looked different than the other little ones in the litter. And this picture is reminding me how tiny they are, how sweet. A Dalmatian puppy does not have its spots yet. Did you know that? They don't have their spots yet. A zebra, look at this zebra down here. A zebra has different stripes than its parents. Okay, so let's take a look at what the Bible says. Result of sin. So God created the animals and he created them perfect. He created animals to eat plants, but when Adam sinned, animals changed. Now some animals eat other animals, and this is called death. Some animals also die because their needs are not met. Some animals die because they are sick or old. Death is now a part of the life cycle. Death happened because of Adam's sin or the fall, right? It happened in the garden when they sinned. So today's lesson, we're going to use our study guide here to answer our questions, and we will bubble in the answers together. So we learned, how does a fish use its gills? That's right, we said to breathe. So you'll mark your answer to breathe. Number 2, how do most birds use their wings? Good. To fly. Number 3, how do some mammals use their long tails? That's right, as another arm or hand. Good. Number 4, how is the bird in the picture using its beak? You're right. It's making a shelter, right? To make a shelter. Today we talked about offspring. So what are offspring? That's right. Those are the babies. Okay, if this sentence is correct, we will mark a yes. But if the sentence is no, we will need to mark no here. Number 6, God designed each animal with the parts it needs to survive and grow. What do you think? Yes, that is correct. That is God's perfect design, right? He designed it for each animal to have what it needs to survive and grow. Number 7, most animal parents build shelters and feed their offspring. That is yes. Very good. Number 8, God said that the offspring will be different, will be a different kind than their parents. No, that's not true. Remember that their offspring are not snakes, right? Puppies, dogs to puppies. Number 9, offspring and their parents can be different sizes and different colors. Yes, they can look different than the mommies and the daddies. Very good. Let's go to the back side. Today we talked about the life cycle. We used these 3 words in talking about the life cycle in science today: adult, egg, and young. So number 10, what stage is that? Good, it starts as an egg. Number 11. Good. Young. You'll need to write young. Egg, young, and then what will we put here? That's correct. Adult. All right, let's take a look at this. Today you will write about this. The gerbils ran through the tunnels. The adult gerbil had babies. Carlos liked to watch the babies. They were getting bigger every day. One day, Carlos found a dead gerbil. He was puzzled. All of the gerbil's needs had been met. Why do animals die? Oh, we talked about this today. Yeah, death happens because of sin, because of Adam's sin, or because of the fall, right? This is what happened after Adam sinned. Okay, so you could write that death happens because of Adam's sin or because of the fall. All right, you'll upload a picture of your completed science work today. Good job.